Time now for a look at weather. Sean Quinn is here with that beautiful day.
Absolutely, Tracy. We've seen this probably a million times a piece, and boy, you just can't really get over it. A little bit of haze out there, definitely showing us that we're under the influence of a steady marine layer. Even though it goes away by the afternoon, we have a fairly high sun in the sky, so it does have an advantage of burning it off. Now, lately we've been talking about how basically steady as she goes as far as the weather. We did get a little bit of noticeable warning today in Santa Ynez, not so much along the coastal plain, but then look at Paso Robles also up to about a 7-degree bump from say Friday to Saturday. So a little boost. Now, it's not expected to last, as we're kind of just going to stay steady, more or less what we saw today. We'll kind of just hold on to that. So the warming trend won't continue, but it will be more or less just more of the same. And today's high just a few degrees above where you should be for this time of year for Santa Barbara, and just spot on for Santa Maria. Your beaches, familiar pattern, if you notice this, is at 60s to around 70, maybe mid-70s in the warmer coastline, 80s and 90s as you headed farther inland. So just another beautiful day, very August-like when you see Pismo Beach at 64, and then San Luis Obispo upper 70s, and then low 90s in Paso Robles. So as far as currents, again, not that bad. Actually fairly mild in Paso Robles, still a little warm in Cuyama. Look at Ojai at 80 degrees. Marine layer getting all the way up even into some of our interior valleys, as it has been fairly robust and steady. Onshore flow out of the west-northwest winds, really no shock to the system there. Your humidity value showing a lot of consistency even for Gaviota, so we're definitely not seeing any northerly wind event for that part of the world, which can typically happen this time of year, and it's not right now. So expect the marine layer to fill back in across the board tonight. Area of high pressure that we're going to watch is right over northern Mexico, already giving some above normal temperatures to the southwest. That will slowly expand into our region late next week, or maybe about Wednesday, Thursday into next weekend. For now, though, just steady onshore flow. Inland stays warm. Coastal areas see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. Sometimes some of our beaches may actually hold on to that fog all the way into the afternoon. Tropical areas are getting a little bit busier on our end of the woods. This time last week we were so busy over in the Gulf, the Atlantic. Now we're seeing something showing up in the eastern Pacific. As we head over into the Atlantic, they already had a couple of systems, Isaias last weekend, so the good news is it looks fairly quiet there. But back to the East Pacific, this could be Alita, and I put maybe because it's not a slam dunk, but there is definitely a chance over the next couple of days that the upper levels of the atmosphere will be more conducive to allowing the system to grow and then run, maybe taking a shot at Cabo San Lucas in the next several days. So of course we always keep an eye on that. Could also boost our surf, which is really good news, especially this summer. All right, there's your marine layer for tomorrow morning, and if I fast forward at 24 hours at about 7 to 8 a.m., we see pretty much the same thing on Monday. So again, if you like today, you're going to love tomorrow. Temperatures, same story here as we go from Sunday. We'll watch this. We'll bump up into those 80s and 90s inland, actually more 80s than 90s, and the beaches will be very mild and very nice. And then as we go to Monday, I noticed earlier that I had a hard time finding a place that actually changed going from Sunday to Monday. So even the computer is saying, you know what, just hold on to that, because we're going to continue with more of the good stuff. All right, there's your focused area temperature-wise, looking pretty good. 70s across the board for the south coast, maybe an 80 in some of those tucked-in passes and canyons. Farther north and west, similar pattern, 80s and 70s. A few 90s pop up inland, and the beaches, 60s to around 70. A few low 70s are also expected. Surf, fortunately, is showing some signs of life. Little wind swell and a better southwest swell is expected through the weekend, and then into next week. It looks like that'll be our target days for a few more waves, finally. And there's your Santa Barbara forecast. Not too bad. You'll notice, though, toward the end of the work week, we do see a little noticeable boost in temperatures, and that is because we are expecting, again, high pressure over northern Mexico to fill in across the area and give us just a little bit less of the marine layer and a little more warmth. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.